Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ready, Set, Go call. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm O.D. Harris. I am the executive president of Ready, Set, Go. I am also the founding member of Ready, Set, Go, and I work in so many different capacities. Not even funny, but I am O.D. Harris, and you all can all go to ReadySetGoSummit.com, where you can get more information about Ready, Set, Go. We are doing big things already. We already started with our classes that we have going on at the Scottsdale Library. You can go on our website to get more information and register for our classes. Those are happening starting this past Monday. For the next 4 weeks, we're going to be doing classes from 6 to 7:30 at the Scottsdale Library. It's going to be super duper exciting, and I hope that everyone gets a chance to attend. Not only that, we want to let everybody know, please make sure you come out to the AZ Coffee Clash that we're having this Saturday from 10 to 11 o'clock a.m. It's only 1 hour. It's at 1949 East Camelback, and that is at the Corner Bakery on 20th Street in Camelback, right here in Arizona. And so make sure you guys govern yourself accordingly. That will be happening on a regular basis. Ready, Set, Go have so many different things going on. So make sure you guys go. And then if you get nuggets out this call, please hashtag RSG Call. Those that may be watching, listening to this on the replay, I'm excited that you decided to come back in and replay and listen to it again. And again, I'm very excited about having each one of you all on the call. If everyone can kind of put their phones on mute, that way we'll open it up for questions. But as we begin to start, Ready, Set, Go is an entrepreneurship organization. Our whole purpose, our whole mission is to push entrepreneurs to the next level. And this year, we're going to be doing 48 free sessions of free entrepreneurship training. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are launching our membership this week. So everyone can get online, they can click on the tab membership, and we have some great different tabs that you can be a part of, different ways you can support our organization as we move forward to support your business and get you on the right track. So again, we want to let everyone know, thank you guys so much for joining the call. At this time, every Ready, Set, Go call, we always try to give people at least 1 minute or a minute and a half to say who they are and what their business is, and you only get about a minute. So we're going to open this call for anyone to join in. Just say it real quick. Those that don't, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. And we'll take a couple of people, and we can start right now. Those that want to shout out their business, this call will be on replay. Go ahead and shout your business out right now, except the guest speaker.
Sri Servi, the Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Network.
Yeah, Sharif, what's going on? Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Give me your website.
www.pwen.org. PhenomenalWomanEmpowermentNetwork.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much for shouting out your business. We're glad to have you on the line, and I'm excited. So with that being said, I'm not going to open it up anymore because we just changed. It took too long for us to get each other off from mute. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. So in every Ready, Set, Go, we always try to give out stats before we introduce our speaker. And tonight we have the phenomenal. She is a phenomenal entrepreneur. She's been doing so many great things in the community. She is a part of the Ready, Set, Go team now, and she is actually she's a military vet. She is a speaker, a business coach, owner of Wealthy Concept, and she's the creator of the popular program called Start Me Up Business Club. Hey, I need to be a part of that club. Y'all need to be a part of the Start Me Up Business Club, okay? So you guys will get the chance to talk with her and learn how you can be a part of the Start Me Up Business Club, which we love. But also, Tamika is RSG Entrepreneur Instructor Trainer. She's an Entrepreneur Instructor Trainer for Ready, Set, Go, and she will be the Membership Executive Director, approving the higher advanced memberships of Ready, Set, Go. So we're excited to have her on the call, and we're excited to have you all on the call. And so today we're going to be talking about how to disrupt your market and put it out there so people can, so how you can go out there and make the biggest impact in your market, learn new strategies on how to impact your marketplace and make your business known with our guest speaker, entrepreneur, Tamika Williams. Now, before we get going, Tamika, are you there, Tamika?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, we got to give out some stats. I'm gonna give out some stats real quick, and we're gonna get you going. So, one of the things that you have to know when you're trying to interrupt your marketplace and put your brand out there is that 61% of global internet users research products online. So if you are online and you have a service business, 61% of global internet users researches products online. 44% our online shoppers begin using the search engine. And then on average, there is about 12 billion searches per month on the web in the United States. And then on average, the average click rate for paid search in 2010 worldwide was almost 2%. So that is huge. There's so many different ways you can do it. And we want you to make sure that you always use every method. So with that being said, I'm not going to talk no more about stats. I'm going to put Tamika on, the phenomenal woman. She's going to give us some stuff that interrupt. You know, your business needs to interrupt the marketplace. And how are you going to do that? Well, Tamika's here to share. So, Tamika, I'm turning it over to you, girl, because I know you got some good stuff to share with all the wonderful entrepreneurs on this call, and I know they're super excited.
Wow, thank you, Odie, for that great introduction. And again, I want to welcome everybody to the Entrepreneur Call, and I'm so excited that Odie asked me to be the guest speaker tonight. And I'm super excited about Ready, Set, Go and all of the new programs and everything that Odie is establishing, and the Ready, Set, Go classes, workshops that he is offering at the Scottsdale Civic Center Library. So I will definitely be in attendance next Monday, and I'm super excited about helping people establish their LLC and turning their dream of owning a business into a reality. And so I get asked all the time, especially from like tenured entrepreneurs, they're like, how are you able to take your business in such a short time to where it is now? And I tell people one of the main streams that I use is, of course, is social media. And I believe social media, it just makes sense. If you're not using social media in order to market your business, in order to show people who you really are, then I think you're really missing a big advertising tool that can really help your business. It's so funny because just last Sunday in church, I had a woman come up to me, and she was like, we just recently became friends on Facebook, maybe like 3 weeks, maybe a month ago. And she was like, and I've been going to my church for 11 years. And she was like, oh, my God, Tamika, I didn't realize you do so much stuff in the community. She's like, you'll never know what people do until you decide to connect with them on a more personal or intimate level. And she said, just for years, I thought you were just a college student that, just came to church and you got the word and then you left. And I was like, that I'm far from a college student. But it just really felt good to me that people are able to see the things that Wealthy Concepts, that myself, that other entrepreneurs are doing. So I would say one of the biggest things to really impact your market and to allow people to see exactly your services and what you can do to help them is to just be consistent. I'm not a huge Periscope fan. However, I do believe in Periscope. It's just because of my schedule right now, and my schedule is so inconsistent that I haven't set up a schedule to do consistent Periscopes, but I do plan on adding that into my marketing for the future. And the reason why is because I think Periscope kind of it humanizes a lot of us. It helps us to connect with our clients, and helps us to connect with each other. So I believe that if you're not using Periscope, and you do see some of the entrepreneurs who are using it, they can testify how it has taken their business to the next level. My number one social media platform, of course, is Facebook, and I believe my second one is Twitter, and then my third one is Instagram. And then with Instagram, I do get a little bit more edgier, a little bit more raw, and I will share more of my personal life with Instagram. But Facebook, I kind of use it. I want to show people my personality. But my main focus is to market other entrepreneurs and show where there's other services and businesses that people can connect with other people and other services that are available.
Elizabeth.
For reasonable prices, and just to be able to connect with other people. Odie, did you have any specific questions that you wanted me to answer or anything like that? You kind of gave me such a broad subject. I mean, I do believe in, first and foremost, yes, business strategizing is a must. You must have a plan. I mean, you cannot be out there freebasing. If so, you'll be going around in a circle. So I am constantly going back to business strategizing time and time again. I mean, especially when I see my business starting to slow up. I'm back at the drawing board, figuring out new things. What do I need to do? What do I need to implement? However, I do thank God that it hasn't been a lot of that, because so many people have been coming to me and just wanting help and wanting my expertise. But I mean, those are just some of the advice and things that I can offer, or that I do, that has taken my business to the next level.
So, Tamika, let me ask you something. You mentioned that you've been doing it for a short while. A lot of people don't know you came from the professional entrepreneurship side of life, meaning corporate America, but you had goals that you had to reach. You had standards that you had to that you was held accountable to. Now that you are disrupting the marketplace here in Arizona with Wealthy Concepts and everything that you're doing, how did you transition? How was the transition? And And then what do you think you learned that was most impactful that you're doing right now in your business that you gained that has helped you to be a disruptive person in the business world today in Arizona?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that I'm doing to keep myself from being disrupted is I am focused, and I know what my vision is. I'm clear about what it is, the calling that's on my life. I know exactly what I need to do. I don't get caught up in what he or she is doing to the left or right of me. I will applaud my fellow entrepreneurs, and I will also look for a way, how can I help you, or how can you help me? So when I stepped out into the entrepreneur world, I just, eliminated the fear. I just was like, I knew, the message that I had to deliver. And so I did it in a controlled environment for such a long time that I was like, I really just need to be able to break free and do this and give it my all and give people all of Tamika. So, one of the things that I teach as an entrepreneur, I teach entrepreneurship, I teach leadership, I teach how to be a person of action. I also teach you got to constantly be developing and growing yourself, and that's on a daily basis. I have a schedule that I go by. I do my personal prayer meditation every morning. I get my brain right. I don't really talk to anybody, any of my clients, family members, or friends until I've had that personal time in the beginning of my day to really, get myself together and get myself in a good place. Just because I know I give off a lot of energy, and I want to make sure that the energy that I'm giving off is always positive. And if I feel like, for any reason I'm not able to give off a positive energy, then I will, do what I need to do to get myself into that good place. So I would say first, just eliminate the fear. I mean, the fear is the unknown, okay? But what you got to do, you got to trust in the higher power, right? And if it's something you really, really want to do, guess what? You're going to do it, okay? So I was fearful for years because I made a great salary. I was averaging over $100,000 a year, a great lifestyle, So I didn't want that. My kids, they were accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I didn't want to interrupt any of that, But again, the pressure and the call that was on my life was so much greater than that. And, and then this has really freed me up to really just service and serve other people. And that's just really what it's all about. And if I can contribute anything to the success that I have received, is the fact that I am a servant first. And I always look to serve other people. And so by me just looking to serve other people and putting Tamika on the back burner, if I take care of other people, then guess what? Tamika will be taken care of on the end. So I hope that makes sense of what I was saying.
So, Tamika, you had such an incredible journey transitioning from corporate America into entrepreneurship, and you're really learning that it's not as easy as they have trained you in corporate America to do it on your own.
No, and again, because, you're in a controlled environment. So there's only you got people telling you when to be at work, when you can take a break, when you can really go to the bathroom, how many times you can go to the bathroom, when you can eat, and things of those natures. So when you step into the world of entrepreneurship, it's a totally different beast. You have to definitely be self-motivated. Again, you have to have a plan. If you don't, you'll find yourself, like, what am I doing? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing at this time? Or, of course, goals. That's so important because you need to be able to measure yourself. You need to be able to measure where you've been, where you're going, and where you're at right now. So I think, just that transition from, you just have to be a leader. I think at the end of the day, if you're a leader, it doesn't matter where you're at, if it's a controlled environment or a non-controlled environment. If you're a leader, you're going to lead. Like they say, throw me to the wolves, I'll come back, leading the pack. So it's just like, and so I'm just really, blessed. I'm really happy. I just, this has been a journey. I'm not going to sit here, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's been easy, because it hasn't. But it has been very rewarding, and I wouldn't exchange it, and I wouldn't go back, and to me, the sky is not the limit, because there's always space. So, and I feel like this is just the beginning, and I'm so excited about the people who I'm able to share this platform with, and it seems like everyone who I am sharing the platform with, they're just excelling. Things are just moving, everything's lining up, it's just really exciting for me. Each day I wake up and I'm just like, man, you just never know at the end of the day. How that day is going to transition, but every day it's just been a learning experience, a huge learning experience, but in a great way for me.
Oh, that's wonderful, and I hope that everyone's hearing what she's sharing. She talked about the attitude. You got to have the attitude, because the attitude starts everything. You know what? Your attitude will help sell. Will help you bring in new sales, or it'll turn people away from you. You got to have a great attitude through this whole entire process. So what I want to give you guys is I want to give you 5 keys of great marketing strategy. One, I think one of the things that she talked about, but I want to just kind of touch on, you got to have 5 different things that you guys do. You got to first identify who is your target customer. Who is it that you're going to go after and attack and make it happen? Because you can't disrupt the whole market unless you're hitting your market. So when we talk about disrupting the market, we're talking about your customers. Who are your customers? And then number 2 is, what is your category? Where do you fit? Where does your business fit in all the different things that's going on, in all the different wonderful places that's happening? Where is your category? Who and what is your market doing? What is your category of where your business is going to lay? And then another one is, what is your unique benefits? What is your one main thing? What is your one main product? What is your one main service that is so uniquely different from everybody else? And then also, you need to identify who is your competition. Now, your competition is different from your target customer. Your target customer is who you want to serve. Your competition is those that are serving who you want to serve. Those are your competition. And then also, why are you different and better for your target customer? Why are you different and better for because these are the questions that people want to know. Well, why should I go to Wealthy Concept versus going to someone else? Why should I go to these different places? And what does your marketing strategy statement look like? What is that strategy? Who are you going after? Because a lot of times we get involved, we go to a lot of events, we're not doing nothing. You're moving around, you're using a lot of energy, but guess what? It's not paying the bills. So I would like Tamika to talk on those different areas that I just kind of talked about in marketing, like identifying benefits. How should a business sit down and identify these different strategies so that way they can be disruptive in the marketplace?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like, for example, your step 2 is really important. You cannot be all over the place. You need to know who your target market, your target audience is. And that was something in the beginning when we started Wealthy Concepts. We really didn't establish that. We were all over the place. We was everywhere. I mean, if anybody asked us to do anything, you could hire us. And then that became very draining. And then when people would ask, hey, so what is Wealthy Concepts? What do you guys do? It was just such a long answer. And so we had to, I had to really narrow that down. You know, that Wealthy Concepts is just an event planning service. We plan, host, and will promote and market your event. You know, and of course, Tamika, you know, does a plethora of other things, but I think it's really important that you identify your target audience, your target market, so that you're able to offer your service effectively. And then 2, of course, knowing who your competition is and why I am different from other event planners. Yes, there's I don't even know how many event planning companies that are out there. But what makes me different from a lot of the others is that I will work directly with my clients to make sure that I'm able to bring their vision out to life. I will give them some of my personal opinions about maybe some of their branding and things of that nature. However, it's all about the client. You know, it's all about making sure at the end of the day that they're happy. And then I do use my own marketing strategies in order to make sure I'm able to fill some of their seats and sell some of their tickets and things of that nature. So that's why I attend events. As an event planner, I have to be out there. I have to know what's in the know. I have to know what topics are good, what conferences were effective, what wasn't, so I think it's important that you become the expertise of your field in order to be able to market your business successfully.
Okay, so I have to ask you this one last question. We'll open it up for everyone to ask Tamika questions. This is the age-old question that is consistently being brought up, being challenged. We are in the age of websites, millions and millions of websites. Can your business be effective and be disruptive without a website? Maybe they have a social media, maybe they have their social media online, but they do not have a website. Do you really need a website to be disruptive over social media? Can you get by without having a website if you got a great social media platform? Is the basic question.
Okay. I still believe a website is good. I mean, because I know for myself, I will do research. If I really want to know what someone does, if they mention a name, I will go to their website. And I know that they are effective. For example, Sharice's website, the Phenomenal Woman Empowerment Network, PWEN.org. She has over, 600 likes or 600 hits a day on her website. I mean, so that's just something you establish one time, right? You establish your website one time, but it continues to pay you over and over and over and over again. So, yes, you can have your Facebook company webpage and, all your other media platforms, but I do still think it's necessary to have a website. And now most websites, they are compatible on your phone. So, because, they say now more people look things up on their phones than the actual laptop or desktop. So, yeah, but just to short answer your question, Odie, absolutely I do. I mean, that's my opinion. I do think that websites are still very much effective. And I think every business, that's what I teach in my startup business plan. That's part of the first 10 steps is to establish your website. So, yeah, I do think it's important.
All right, so at this time, we have about 5 minutes left on the call. I would like to open it up to those that may have questions for Tamika or comments about the call at this time. We want to thank Tamika, so we're going to give you all a few minutes to ask her questions and whatever insight you would like to provide on this call. That would be helpful. So at this time, I'm going to open it up. You can just go ahead and interact at this time. Okay. Well, Tamika, I want to tell you that I think that when you are disrupting, you do have to go into the market with a strategy and a plan. You can't just wake up and just say, I'm going to do this. You do got to have a plan. You do have to really think about what is my next step? What am I going to do? Because I've never seen anyone be disruptive without a plan. Even rallies and marches, for the most effective rally and march, it has to be planned out. And there has to be a strategy. So every morning, in order to be disruptive, you do have to have a strategy. You do have to have a plan of execution. It's almost like you have to be premeditated in your approach when you talk about entrepreneurship, business, and getting it going. And it's, to me, what you've done, crossing over from the professional side to now the side that you are on, you have to be premeditated. You have to plan out, like, hey, I'm going to quit my job about this time, and I'm going to make it happen.
Yes, absolutely. And I did, and I tell my clients all the time, I don't share my story because I want you tomorrow, quit your job, quit your 9 to 5. No, that's my story. And I tell my clients, hold on to your 9 to 5 as long as you possibly can. You plan to fire your boss, because it takes a minute, to create that additional stream of income. So before I walked off my job, I did have my online hair store, which does really well. And then also I had already created Wealthy Concepts. And then I just got to the point where I was just like, okay, this is consuming more of my time than my 9 to 5, and I'm enjoying it a lot more, and it is making some money. So then I was able to plan accordingly. I had savings. I had, 401k that I knew that I can fall back on. So yes, planning is, if you're not a planner, I would say don't even get started on this journey until you're able to put some things on paper and be able to see. If you're a person that you have a hard time following directions, you may want to consider what it is that you need to do to become a better person to follow directions. I don't know any other way to say it, but yeah, definitely a plan. And again, like I said, I'm constantly going back to the drawing board. I'm constantly retweaking my plan, making adjustments. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited about where my business is and where it's going. So
that's awesome. And we want to thank you, Tamika, so much for being on this call. It is now 6:58. If you could please give us your contact information. How can they contact you, your website and all that information?
Okay, yes, and my website is up, but it's actually being revamped tomorrow. I'm so super excited about that. But it's www.wealthy-concepts.com. And then you can reach me. The best way to connect with me, I'm going to tell you, is Facebook, Tamika Williams. But send me an email. Send me an impress email. Let me know who you are, if you're a business owner. Give me 3 things that you would like to implement into your business to take it to the next level in the next couple months. And my email address is Tamika, Tamika.Williams @wealthy-concepts.com. So I'm more than welcome, to answer questions, to connect with you. If I can't help you, I will definitely send you the way to someone who can.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tamika. Did we have a question? Did someone mention they had a question real quick? Okay. All right. If not, we want to thank everyone for being on the Ready, Set, Go Summit. The Ready, Set, Go call. Sorry, I'm about to tell you to go to the website. Go to ReadySetGoSummit.com, y'all. Find out all the different things that we're doing in Ready, Set, Go to push the organization forward. Become a member of Ready, Set, Go. It's only $35, $100, or $175 for the elite. Those 2, advanced and elite, has to be approved. So make sure you understand that. But make sure you guys do that. We want to thank Tamika. She is so fabulous. She is so wonderful. She has given us great knowledge tonight, and I am so thankful you came on this call, Tamika. I love you, girl. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we love you entrepreneurs that was on this call, and we really, really appreciate each one of you guys from being on there. And also, on behalf of myself, O.D. Harris, the President and CEO of Ready, Set, Go, on behalf of my Executive Vice President, JaMeen Oliver, we want to thank you all for being on the call. Go to ReadySetGoSummit.com. Join the calls. Make sure you go to every last single one of our classes happening right now. Go to the coffee class on Saturday from 10 to 11. A great place to meet more entrepreneurs, be mentored by the very best in the industry, in entrepreneurship. You will see them on Saturday. We will see you guys on Saturday. And make sure you tune in every second and fourth Wednesdays from 6:30 to 7 Arizona time to check out who's going to be on the call, what we're going to be talking about. And make sure you guys join Tamika's call. She has a call, entrepreneurship call, every Monday at what time, Tamika?
Every Monday at 6:30.
Every Monday at 6:30.
Yes, it's always a different topic with a different guest speaker.
Okay, and we're going to put that information on the Ready, Set, Go Summit Facebook page, so make sure you following us there, and make sure you following us on Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. But for now, we want to thank everyone for being on this call. Have a great night. We love you. Pieces and hugs from O.D. Harris and the whole gang of RSG people. We love you. Thank you, and have a blessed night, y'all.